Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be covering the summer update coming for Red Dead Online. Now, we got a lot of information we want to cover, and I don't want to take too much of you guys' time, so let's go ahead and just jump into it. It is now officially summer as of June 21st, and now we have the possibility of the summer update. Will it drop next week? Hopefully, but who knows? But what I want to do is give you some solid info and not speculation. In the July issue of Game Informer, there's an article called Rockstar Outlines the Future of Red Dead Online. This article goes on to share comments from Rob Nelson about the future of Red Dead Online. So we're going to point out two main things in this article: the job roles and the mention of passive / solo / free aim lobbies, which has been topic of discussion since online came out. So first, we're just going to take a look at the job roles. So we all know when the spring update came out on May 14th, it gave kind of a basic outline of the job roles coming, to where you could be a bounty hunter, you can be a collector, and you can also be a trader. Now with these different job roles, you're going to actually build to where you could choose to have one of the jobs and focus on that, or you're going to actually be able to simultaneously progress through multiple roles if you choose to. And in this article, there's multiple quotes from Rob Nelson from Rockstar, and one of the ones that stood out, it says, "We want to build something with Red Dead Online that feels authentic and right in the world of Red Dead." Now with this update that's coming out, I really think it's going to open it up to the players of GTA roleplay. I think this is really going to open it up to people that want to do it and the people that are currently doing it for GTA. So Red Dead Online players will get the first taste of this new direction when Rockstar debuts 3 roles this summer, which will be coming up hopefully this Tuesday. So if you enjoy a challenge of wrangling outlaws, becoming a bounty hunter, or do you prefer the more primal thrill of tracking animals and turning your camp into a small business with valuable pelts, or do you tend to want to lose yourself exploring the open world, perhaps you could pursue the career as a collector. And like I had mentioned before, you can play multiple roles, or you can actually be solo, or you can work with your friends, and each offers opportunities for honorable and dishonorable actions. The more time you invest in a role, the more unique rewards, weapons, outfits, gadgets you can earn. Now, these roles aren't meant to be a temporary progression path, but Rockstar built each of these roles with expansion in mind. Whereas you started immediately as a CEO of your illegal business in GTA Online, the road to potential riches is a much longer journey in Red Dead Online. And it shares a quote actually addressing this from Rob Nelson from Rockstar. And he goes to say, "What we're doing with this game is asking, what are the steps involved if it took you months, years, or whatever to get that?" Meaning how in GTA Online you got that stuff automatically. This is going to be a progression over time. And it goes on to say, what would it be for you to start your own business in your camp, to becoming a Leviticus Cornwall and owning a railway or a mine. So I think a lot of us thought with these job roles it was going to be a progression, but I think it's going to be probably a lot longer than what we thought. I'm not saying it's going to be crazy long, but I don't think it's going to be automatically you're going to have these giant ranches, you're going to have these giant stores as a trader. It's going to be a progression as everyone progresses together. Now, the second part I want to actually address is the issue of passive solo free aim lobbies. Now, from what I've read in this article, I don't think they're coming anytime soon, if at all. And to go with that, I'm going to actually share a quote here from Rob Nelson as well. And he says, "The hope is these unique roles encourage players to intermingle in intersecting ways, even those normally more inclined to keep to themselves. This overarching philosophy is why Rockstar is so apprehensive to introduce elements like a passive mode that walls off players from each other, or free aim servers that split the player base. It would be easier for us to do that than what we're trying to do here, which is allow people to still feel like they're existing in the world that has an element of Wild Westiness to it, and not completely make it two experiences. If we can't get the balancing right, we can always do that, but what we're trying to do is allow people to, however they want to play the game, interact with the world, and still feel like they're part of the same world together. Where we think it works best and where it's most fun is when you're actually able to roleplay in this world to a certain degree." So I just wanted to update you guys with that. You know, one, the job roles, of course, are coming. I think it's going to be a little bit more of a long progression. And then also too, with this summer update, I've heard a lot of speculation about other things. They've actually only said job roles. Now, I'm not saying they're not going to do some clothing or stuff like that, but I don't think there's going to be anything above that because they haven't mentioned it. And then also too, I think it's going to probably be a big downer for the solo lobbies, you know, passive modes and free aim, because it doesn't look like it's any kind of a plan they have anytime soon. Now, I know a lot of us thought that when they started making defensive mode that you were kind of in your own little bit of a passive mode, but you still could get shot. I think that's probably might be as far as the way they're going to go. Now, if they come off that, it's basically the game itself is starting to fall apart, and then we got bigger problems than that. I'm just going by what one of the head guys said, so it's coming from him straight away. So hopefully we'll have the update coming this week. If not, hopefully we have something better than last week. I think everyone can agree last week was a lot lackluster. So anyway, I'd appreciate it if you like and share this video with your friends. Also to subscribe, click that notification bell so anytime I have new updates, you get notified right away. As always, guys, I'll catch you next time in the next video.